Okay, this is my first attempt at a cooking demonstration. I'm going to do seitan. I'm going to start simple. I have a little bit of semolina flour in a bowl, maybe a tablespoon. And I need 2 cups of this good stuff. And the important thing is to get the same amount of liquid as you do the gluten flour. Nothing else matters. A little more. And we're at 2 cups even. And now all the interesting stuff. This is 1 tablespoon of onion powder, half a tablespoon of garlic, this is a mixture of smoked paprika, ground pepper, hot paprika, this little seasoning mix that I got. It's a mixture of all kinds of green onions, garlic, salt, whatever. I'd throw a little bit of this, maybe a teaspoon just for kicks. About 2 teaspoons of this hickory bacon salt. It's all vegan. And maybe a teaspoon of this. Stuff from Trader Joe's. And about a quarter cup of nutritional yeast. Gotta mix all the dry stuff together first and all the liquids together before you mix anything. So once you get started, you don't add anything at all. Whisk it together real nice. Seal that up. Now for liquids. You need to get exactly 2 cups. I'll do some vegetable broth. Maybe a cup of that. So, soy sauce or tamari. And a couple tablespoons. And a little pinch of vegan Worcestershire. A lot of the same stuff is going to go into the broth that I'm going to cook it into. some liquid smoke. Not too much, maybe that much. And ketchup. I'll go that much. A little tomato paste. And top it off to the 2-cup mark with water. That's good. Blend it all nicely. Now is the fun part, because everything comes together real fast. Just pour it in. You have like less than a minute to do this, because once the gluten starts to form, you don't want to break it apart. Okay, now you don't want to tear it anymore. Tear it anymore, you're just going to end up with a seitan that falls apart. Just spank it, get the air bubbles out, get the water. You're kind of kneading it without tearing it. You can easily cut this recipe in half or double it or whatever you want. This amount serves me well. Keeps her a couple of weeks in the fridge. By the time I use it all up. and just let it sit for a bit. I'm just going to cover it and let it rest for about half hour while I get the broth ready. And we'll continue on. Okay, it's been about a half hour. I brought the broth to the boil over here. It's just a pot full of water, maybe a couple tablespoons of better than bouillon. I like that stuff. It's like a little gel. Really good. And there's more Worcestershire in there and soy sauce. I think I even put, what else? Oh, more liquid. Half a teaspoon maybe of liquid smoke. Kind of whatever you like in a broth. Because you're going to be able to use this broth later too for the gravies or whatever. I took a really sharp knife, cut this into thirds. Now this water, you don't want it to be boiling. It's really, really low simmer right now. If you put this in when it's boiling, what it'll do is cause any liquid in here to turn into steam and puff it up. And that'll make your seitan really porous and crumbly. So you just want just barely a simmer. And when you put it in there, it'll even stop simmering. Oops. Okay, it's the next morning. It's been sitting in the fridge all night, soaking its own juices. After about the first hour of the low simmer, or the low heat, put it on a low simmer for about another hour, and then covered it and let it come up to a little higher simmer for another 20 minutes or so. Let the stuff cool in the pot for a while, and put it in separate containers covered in their own juice and let them cool completely overnight so it sucks in all the flavors. When you're done, you should have something that slices roughly like this, nice and dense. You can cut thin slices like this without it crumbling. Fry it up with a little bit of that bacon salt for, that's like bacon. Make BLTs, it's great. And that should about cover everything I did today and yesterday. Thanks. Okay, well that was my basic recipe. I use those spices most of the time because I like to usually thin slice, make BLTs, and thicker slice, you can simmer it, a little bit of barbecue sauce, maybe put it in the oven, let it get all hot and bubbly, or just pan fry it. Get thicker thin slices with gravies and potatoes. It works great for everything like that. If you're going to use it for fajitas or anything else like that, you can mix in chili powder or whatever when you're starting out. It'll give all kinds of good flavors then. You should note that about an hour into my simmering, I don't like to disturb them too much before then, but after they've been simmering about an hour, then you can flip them because you don't want to break. And they get pretty firm, so you don't have to worry about it after that. But do wait till next day before you try and cut it up and eat it, because it needs to cool down and like suck in all the juices and really condense really nice. Otherwise it'll probably get crumbly yet. It just won't be the same. There's other ways. I mean, you could bake it, or I guess, or you can wrap it even and simmer it, and that comes out like almost like a lunch meat. But it's my favorite way, so thanks. Bye.